Duke says, what do you think of a flat tax? Everyone pays 10%. Obviously, I don't like taxation. Clearly, that's true. I'm a libertarian. But if I had to pick a tax, that's the one I'd pick, right? If I'm stuck with a tax, that's the one I'd pick. That's what I would say. I think of the taxes, it's the best one. But to be fair, that's something could go in America. You'd have to have a floor. So that'd be something like, I'm making this number up, depending on where you are in the country. It might be, all right, you at the first $30,000 you make is untaxable. And then at the $1, at the $30,001, that's taxed 10%. Everything above that is. That would then not make it regressive at that point, right? By default, because then the first 30,000 is not taxed. So the more money you make, 5% is the more money you're paying, right? Because the first 30,000 is gone. You make $30 million a year, well, then that's nothing. You make $35,000 a year, it's a massive tax cut. So yes, if you add that, whatever the flow would be, I made that number up, 30,000, might be 10, might be 40, but whatever. Yes. Hope that answers your question. So, alrighty. Greg says, thank you for remember, Greg, many people just feel that giving people free stuff is the right thing to do. Then look at the underlying long-term costs. You have hit it exactly. You are absolutely correct. It is a massive virtue signal. It feels good. And they're not wrong. It does feel good. It does. That's true. It's just not good. It doesn't help, but it's making better. But it does make me feel better. Look, I gave the poorest free buses. See how good I am, Greg? I'm better than you. Because you didn't want to give the poorest buses. I did. You poors. I'm a great person. Look how good I am. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. So, Andrea says, I love how they use the stat percentage without showing there really wasn't a problem in the first place. Yes. There's no problem to be solved. It's not a thing. Andrew goes on to go on and says, it gives him the feels. It does. You're not wrong. You're actually not wrong. Yes. Absolutely. All righty. Let's see here. Mike says, it's real simple. Come to the Bronx tomorrow morning, get on the 60 or 30 buses, film walking on the bus without hesitation, and dozens doing it alongside of you. Driver won't even look. Driver doesn't care. Totally right. Driver does not care at all. It means nothing. I completely agree. Yes. All righty. Markel says, the MTA has come a long way since you get special treatment for passing for white, Larry Sharpe. The MTA has come a long way since you could get special for passing for white, Larry Sharpe. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you mean back in the day when black people had to go to the back of the bus? Back in those days, it was private. And the advantage of private, I'll give you a perfect example. Rosa Parks, speaking about that. Rosa Parks bus situation and the strike that came after it, the boycott that came after it, wouldn't have worked if it was a public bus system. It doesn't work. Why? Because the buses get funded no matter what. If you boycott the MTA, it doesn't matter. The MTA still makes money. The MTA still goes. A boycott doesn't work with a public system. So Rosa Parks fails with a public system. A private system, it works. Why? Because private companies pay a price if they screw their customers over. The government does not. How do we know that? COVID. When the lockdowns came, the MTA got its ass kicked. And what happened? Bailout. That's it, done. Private company goes under. That's how that works. So I'm not sure. What are you? I'm not sure what this comment means. And by the way, I do not pass for white. If you're talking about for me, I do not. I'm very sure of that. So yes, but I do think that back in the day that was true. But again, back in the day that works. Imagine in the time of Rosa Parks, if it was a government system. Government controls it. The government makes rules of segregation. It's the law. There's no way of stopping it. Rosa Parks just goes to jail. That's it. It's over. It's a private company. Rosa Parks gets arrested. There's a boycott. They break. Private sector working yet again. Gene says, in 2015, Jimmy Carter said that we have now become an oligarchy. The Chicago newspaper is blaming Trump for the oligarchy. I found this in a Google search. Meanwhile, Trump didn't run for office until 2016. Didn't actually take office until 2017. Yeah. Oligarchy's been around for a while. Been around for a very long time. That's true, yes. Let's see here. Thomas says, so you're bringing race in this conversation. Was that for me? Did I bring racism in? I don't think I did. Was that for me? I'm not sure. So I don't think I did. If I brought it in, tell me. Thomas, you gotta be, if that was for me, be clear on it, and I'm happy to bring up if you think I did. Duke Effects, thank you for the $5. Google admitting to throttling content creators as the Biden administration request. I know they crushed me. I'm aware of that. I complain all the time. They devastated me. As you guys know, I ran for governor in 2018, made lots of money in 2019, was on all the big shows, 2018, Rogan, all the big shows, doing all the good stuff. I was getting 5,000 views easy. Every one of my videos on Facebook, on YouTube, massive, getting nice big hits. Then the lockdowns came. And I started saying, I don't think these mandates are a good idea. Whoa, crushed. 5,000 views to 500 views overnight. Overnight, gone, boom, trashed. All of a sudden, no one sees my stuff anymore. People email me, Larry, are you still doing your show? All of a sudden, gone. You might go, well, Larry, it's because you suck. Well, I don't, but even if I did, well, what would have happened? My subscriptions would have gone down. Or my follows would have gone down. If I was that bad, all of a sudden, Larry became bad. Okay, great. People would stop following me. Oh, that didn't happen. Followers, subscriptions stay the same. All of a sudden, views go down 90%. And I'm not exaggerating when I say 90%. 90% reduction in views. Yeah, I know completely. Yes. Google's saying they're going to stop. I hope they do. Because maybe I can start growing it. But my worry is the damage so done, right? So, Maximum Turian says, where's the link for the t-shirts? Head on over to LarrySharpe.com shop. And you can get the coolest Larry Sharpe shirts if you want Larry Sharpe shirts, right? That's if you want my Larry Sharpe shirts. If you want my Sharpe Way shirts, you head over to Zazzle and type in Sharpe Way. So whichever you prefer, they are two separate pieces. One is for Larry Sharpe doing my political endeavors. That is LarrySharpe.com/shop. Other one is for the Sharpe Way, this show itself, which is Zazzle.com. And you input in the search bar, Sharpe Way. Hope that answers your question. I do appreciate that. Guys, no matter what you do, please click the button known as like, Lima, India, Kilo, Echo. Please click that button. It does matter. Every click makes more people see this. So please do this. It does matter tremendously. Please do that. Yes. Trying to grab some more of these if I can. All right. Masterman Alvin says, are you sure she's not AI? I think I saw her trying to sell me a pink Saltra. Cute. That's cute. I see that commercial all the time, particularly on, I see it on YouTube. I see it all the time. Yep. But no, she's a real person. I know people like her 100%. Yes. All righty. Walk down here. Let's see here. Mike says, I never call Saga right. He's center left, which makes him right of crystal. Your point's valid. He is right of crystal. That's accurate. So I guess if I could say he's right of crystal, that would be accurate. But he's not. All righty. I know. But he is right of crystal. That's true. That's an accurate statement. He's definitely right of crystal. There's something. So yes. Ronna says, I have met a lot of people through Facebook, originally from New York. We're not wealthy at all. We're relocated. Yes, people are leaving New York all over the place. It isn't just the wealthy. The wealthy are leaving too. But yeah, they're leaving all the time. Florida and Arizona seem to be the hot spots from what I noticed. Also, yes, Florida's huge for us, but also the Carolinas. Used to be South Carolina more than North Carolina. Now it's kind of a mix.